In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on December 18, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Auburn versus Southern California. The Southern California Trojans play host to the Auburn Tigers on Sunday evening in a crucial non-conference showdown from the Galen Center. Auburn comes into this one with only a single loss on the season after an impressive run in the first few months. For Southern California, they lost some talent themselves, but has been impressive, especially of late. These two haven't squared off in years, but given how well they've played over the last few seasons, there's no doubt that this will be an exciting matchup. Southern California is 1-7 against the spread in their last 8 games on Sunday. Auburn is 1-7 against the spread in their last 8 road games. The under is 4-1 in Southern California's last 5 games. The over is 5-1 in Auburn's last 6 games following an against the spread loss. Auburn is ranked 19th, but have been relatively untested, losing the only game with a worthy opponent in Memphis. Southern California is still paying for the opening day loss to Florida Gulf Coast, but has been grinding since. The Trojans only have 2 other losses, Tennessee and Wisconsin, on neutral courts. Southern California has the perimeter talent with Ellis and Dixon Waters to match up with the Green JR and the other Auburn guards. Drew Peterson is a matchup nightmare with his ability to stretch the floor, and the Auburn post players will lose him on the perimeter. The Trojans are playing some of their best basketball over the last few seasons, and even though they'll be welcoming a dangerous team to town, they'll come away with the win in this one. Expect the Trojans to rise to the occasion in a nationally televised home game. So the Southern California to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. This one will end up being a low-scoring affair, and even with 2 offenses that have some firepower and experience, the defenses will lead the way in this one. Both teams rank in the top 100 nationally when it comes to scoring defense, and in the top 30 nationally in field goal efficiency defense. Adding in that Auburn will be traveling across the country, potentially without their leading scorer, which is bound to only hurt their chances at finding success on offense even more. Additionally, the under is 4-1 for Southern California in their last 5 games overall. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Colorado State versus St. Mary's. The Colorado State Rams are on the road Sunday, paying a visit to University Credit Union Pavilion in Moraga, California, to play the St. Mary's Gales. Colorado State defeated Division III Peru State 115-72 last time out, snapping a 2-game losing streak that included losses to Northern Colorado and Colorado. St. Mary's defeated New Mexico State 81-68 in its most recent game to extend its winning streak to 3 straight. Dusai Estrom is questionable for Sunday for Colorado State. St. Mary's will play without Mason Forbes and Matt Van Komen. Colorado State is 2-7 against the spread in their last 9 games against a team with a winning record, and 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 games against a team with a winning percentage above .600, while the over is 3-0-1 in their last 4 games overall. St. Mary's is 3-0-1 against the spread in their last 4 games overall, and 4-1 against the spread in their last 6 home games against a team with a road winning percentage below .400, while the over is 9-2-1 in their last 12 home games against a team with a losing road record. The Colorado State Rams are playing well on offense, but will face a very tough defense when visiting St. Mary's on Sunday. The Gales are allowing an average of just 57 points per game and 38.8% shooting. St. Mary's has covered the spread in 3 of the last 4 games played, with the 4th game a push. Colorado State has failed to cover the spread in each of its last 2 and in 4 out of the last 6. The Rams are allowing an average of 68 points per game, which is over 10 points more than St. Mary's is allowing per contest. St. Mary's also controls the boards in its games, allowing an average of only 26.4 rebounds per game and averaging 36.9 boards per contest. St. Mary's is averaging 7.6 steals and 3.3 block shots per game, which are examples of how strong their defense is. I get the reasoning for looking at Colorado State as an underdog, but the problem is that the Rams have really struggled in their true road games this season, and I don't see that changing against a Gales team that'll be the best defense that the Rams will have faced up to this point. The Gales have shut down pretty much everyone that's come through their home floor this season, and I don't see this game being any different. It's a bigger line, but it's big for a reason. So the St. Mary's Gales to win and cover the spread is our full game side pick. Both programs are passing the ball to the open men without committing many turnovers as of late as in the last 3 games. Colorado State has a 2.3 ratio while St. Mary's has a 1.1 ratio in that same span. Looking at the scoring numbers lately, there is a huge offensive output as the Rams are averaging 88 points in their last 5 games while the Gales are putting up 69 points in their previous 3 games. The over is 3-0-1 in the Rams' last 4 games as well as hitting in the last 4 Gales games following a straight-up win. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Washington State versus Baylor. The 11th-ranked Baylor Bears go for their 3rd straight win Sunday when they host the Washington State Cougars. The Bears, who play in the Big 12, are 7-2 while the Cougars of the Pac-12 are 2-5 on the season and 0-2 in the conference. These two teams haven't played one another since 2010, when Washington State won. Baylor is 6-0 against the spread in their last 6 games on Sunday. Washington State is 1-8 against the spread in their last 9 games on a neutral site. The under is 11-1 in Washington State's last 12 games on Sunday. The Bears are one of the best teams in the country as their record and wins over Gonzaga and UCLA show. Even though Baylor lost to Marquette in an obvious look-ahead spot before they faced Gonzaga, the Bears are built for the road with their impressive defense. Baylor should be sharp here after losing their first road game badly to Marquette, and Washington State has struggled to defend all year. The Bears didn't have too many issues versus a decent Tarleton State team in their last outing. Baylor shot 46.4% from the field in that one with 41 rebounds and 13 team assists. The Bears have hit 70 or more points in all but one game this year and should hit that mark again in this matchup. As for Washington State, they've scored well in comparable matchups so far this year, but they'll likely have trouble keeping up here if Baylor plays to their capabilities. The Cougars allowed both power conference teams they faced to shoot over 50% from the field, and Baylor is the best team Washington State has faced yet this season. So the Baylor Bears to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. This matchup is a contrast in styles as Washington State ranks number 302 in pace of play while Baylor ranks number 59. Baylor will win the tempo battle as they create a lot of pace with their defense. Washington State does not handle the ball very well, so I see Baylor creating a lot of turnovers and points off turnovers. Baylor averages 85 points per game, which ranks 14th in the nation, and I just don't see Washington State being able to slow them down. Closer games tend to be slower tempo and lower scoring, but games where a team has a significant lead usually are faster paced. Baylor should be able to get out to a big lead in this game, and Washington State will likely have to push the tempo to try and come back. The Cougars have also struggled defensively this season, allowing Oregon and UNLV to both shoot over 50% from the field against them. The Cougars shoot it well and are pretty efficient offensively, so they'll score enough to push this past the total. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.